Welcome to Break Into Tech Show with Professor Temi Akinwumi of MyITUniversity, a multi-award-winning tech CEO, career coach, and mentor. With decades of hands-on tech career, will ensure your career dreams come true. Join our extraordinary show today on groundbreaking topic for a successful career. Do you want a $100,000 job as a cybersecurity professional, Scrum Master, Business Analyst Software QA, Cloud Architect, Data Analyst, Technical Recruiter, and more? Visit www.myituniversity.com to schedule a call. Come and get inspired to secure a lucrative job, keep the job, and grow on the job. Relax, receive, and see results. We're glad you're here. Share, like, and comment.
Hi, everybody. I hope you're all doing well today. Thank you for joining. How was your week? How far? How's everything going with you? This is Professor Temi with MyITUniversity. I'll be your host today on your Break Into Tech show. Thank you so much for joining. I would like to know where you're joining from. If you can please share. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're joining from. I know you are joining from all over the world. Thank you so very much. And please share. Today, we're going to have a powerful discussion. I trust you, Mumuni, you'll be the first one. Since you requested for this episode, it's a special request. You are the first one to be here. I'm glad that you are able to join, Mumuni. Hi, EJ, welcome. Yes, welcome. Mumuni, welcome. EJ, welcome. Yeah, welcome, guys. EJ, welcome. My week is going on great. Yeah, very good. Carl, all the way from Germany, welcome. I hope you are doing well. How's your job? How's your job all the way in Germany? I hope you are doing well. We have engineers all over the world, and all our engineers, we are grateful that they are doing well in their career. It's not by might or by power. We are excited about everybody doing well. To God be the glory. Thank you, guys. Thank you for joining today. I'm so excited today. Always excited. And it's almost 1st of July. Yes, ma'am, EJ. EJ is another super lion lady to watch out for, doing great things and gonna do more great things. So thank you, guys. So we're gonna get started. I'm so excited that we're gonna be discussing today on powerful discussion. Also to congratulate all our people that are getting jobs. You know, the new roles that people are getting jobs. Our Tech Billionaires Club is growing. We are so happy for that. So the new roles, people getting jobs everywhere, we're grateful. Jean, welcome. I hope you are doing well, excellently. Mike, thank you for joining. As you are joining, make sure you share on your social media platform as well. And also make sure you, yes, excellent. And also make sure that you get ready your notepad and pen, because today we're going to be looking at the implementation of ISO 27001 from the beginning to the end. And I'm going to show you the shortcut of how to put all these things together. So that even if it's not ISO, if it's something else, you know, I need to put this, and then you have to present something in the interview. It's not one of those, you know, I don't want it to be in the situation whereby they ask you a question, you don't know what to say, and you're just looking like, blah, I don't know. No. You will have some if you come on this platform or in our programs, you will be able to be prepped, ready to deliver. Not the one that they will ask you a question and you don't know what to say. You don't even know 1 + 2 to put together. I was going to show you all the best ways to put all these things together, so that when they ask you this kind of questions, you know exactly what to put together and how to answer them. You're not going to be saying, I don't know what, you know. So I'm going to break those things down for you. I have a lot to deliver to you today. Daniel, welcome. Happy 4th of July. Thank you for joining. And if you're here and you've not got your treasure box or your books, feel free to get them. Okay, they are on our platform, and that will help you to to prep too, to prep, because all I'm about is not just to train you, but for you to be able to present yourself. It's not enough for you to be trained and you have all this certification or all this educational background, and you cannot even present yourself. When they ask you a question, you don't know what to say, you don't know how to say it, you're just looking like blah. It doesn't work like that, right? So being a professional need how to present, what to say, when to say, how to say. So that's very important. And why do you have to say it? So all those things, I'm wrapping them around, and we're going to be discussing them today. Thank you, guys. So yes, let's get started. Get your notepad and pen ready. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Good morning, Ray. Good morning, Andrew. Thank you, guys. So let's go, guys. Okay. I hope it's big enough. So, like I said, we're going to be looking at ISO 27001 implementation step by step. We're going to be using the scenario-based question and answer with STAR techniques. For people that are just joining me for the first time, make sure you subscribe to our channel. I've been in tech for 3 decades now, 30 years in tech. I've done everything in tech. I have 5 degrees in tech. I have like 10 certifications. I have up to 10 awards from Congress, Senate, United Nations, Governor of Maryland, General Assembly of Maryland, county, CS states. We are CompTIA Apprenticeship for Tech. We are U.S. Department of Labor approved programs. We have program money in different states and counties. It's on and on and on. I'm super excited always to give back and to empower our community. So that's why you see us delivering a lot of great stuff, books, interview preps. Everything is about you breaking into tech, keeping the job, and growing on the job. That is my goal. My goal is to make sure that you can have a dream, set your goals, have a strategy, and break in, and then be able to keep the job. It's very important to me. People always say, oh, everybody's telling us to break into tech. Nobody is showing you how to break into tech. Nobody's holding a hand to break into tech, and that's what I'm doing. I'm holding your hand, I'm guiding you, I'm showing you the way to break in step by step. Okay? So let's go today. We're going to go right in. So there's a company called DataServe Solutions. DataServe Solutions is a mid-sized IT service company. They specialize in cloud computing and data storage. Okay? They decided to implement the ISO 27001 to improve the information security management and gain a competitive edge by ensuring compliance with the industry standard. The ISO stands for International Standard Organization. It's a framework that we can use for any organization to make sure they certify, making sure that they have their security control in place so that they are compliant. So this will prove for people that are just really here and don't know what we're talking about, so that they will be they can develop or set up an infrastructure that is resilient against attack. You see attacks everywhere. You see attacks with the the auto dealership. They attack them. They stay on it. Look at every organization you see, oil and gas. They will attack them before. So there's a lot of attacks, cyber attacks now going on. So every organization needs to make sure they secure their infrastructure. Okay, we want to make sure we develop systems that are not just develop budget, put the budget down for development, but also securing this system so that they are resilient against attack. Okay, so that is why organizations set up, when you talk about GRC, governance, risk, and compliance, meaning making sure that all the systems are compliant, based on the framework that they're trying to use to secure them so that they are secure against all these attacks. They're not vulnerable to attacks. And if there's any vulnerability, those vulnerabilities, we have to bridge those gaps, right? So that's what we're trying to do. Different solutions, not just only one, but different solutions that will guide us. You understand? So that's the scenario. So the task to be done now. As a GRC, governor risk and compliance lead, or maybe even not the lead, part of the team, okay, at the DataServe Solution. Let's say you are hired by them. Your task is to develop and execute a strategy to implement this ISO 27001 effectively. This involves a step-by-step approach addressing governance, risk, and compliance. So what I've done is that when they give you this kind of question, thank you very much, Kara said, thank you. Yeah, thank you, Prof. Temi. We are blessed to have you as a mentor, holding our hands and helping us break in, keep and grow in the job. Amen. Thank you. So when you have this kind of question, right, what you're going to be looking at is that you want to break it down into governance, risk, and compliance. I'm telling you, people don't see it that way, but that is how it is. Governance, risk, and compliance. So that means that you have to look at it in a way like talking about the top level, organizational level. What are we going to do? Do you have something to do with the top organization? Then looking at risk management, risk assessment, risk mitigation. What do we do with that? Then we look at the compliance. What is the end result? I'm telling you, we're looking at the STAR method: situation, task, action, and results. Those things you have to also think about governance, risk, and compliance, because every situation, every question they ask you is divided into those three major areas. I'm telling you that. Always think governance, overview, leadership, risk. How will I do it? Compliance. How do I make sure I stay in compliance? Those are the three major areas, and then you wrap it up with the STAR method. So let's go. Action. So we look at the situation. We look at the task to do. That's the task they gave us now to implement the ISO. Then the action to do. Now we're going to break this action down step by step by step. Okay. So in this action, I'm going to engage you all to be able to discuss so that you'll be able to give me what you think is the best answer. We start with the governance. We start with the governance now. No, the first thing. Always think about it. Establish a cross-functional implementation team. There's no way you will implement a solution by yourself. You have to do things make sure you carry all the stakeholders along. The teams are also carried along. Always remember that. So that's why we look at governance. Establish a cross-functional implementation team. Action. Form a team with representatives from the legal, IT, HR, and key business units. They have to put all these things together. What are you going to do? Execution. Hold an initial meeting to define team objective. Why are you doing it? What is your objective? Why are you doing it? What is your goal? Responsibility. Always share responsibility. And reporting structure. So you are holding the meeting, engaging everybody, and making sure that everybody, this is what you're doing: accountability, responsibility, objective, reporting. So how do we report this thing? Very important. Note that those happen under governance. Those are the preparation stage. You remember? So now my question to you is that why is it important to establish a cross-functional implementation team for the ISO 27001? Why do you have to establish this team? A, we're going to pick the answers. And to streamline IT operation, right? B, to improve customer satisfaction. C, to reduce workload of the compliance department. And D, to ensure comprehensive coverage of all aspects of the organization. Let's vote, because I engage you. That's the only way I can engage you, is to make sure that you can. It's not enough for me to just come here and just give you everything, and then you are not engaging with me. You will not learn like that. Okay, let me see your vote so we can pick. Okay, I see D. Very good. So D, Daniels D, Momoni D, AJD. Okay, so a lot of D. So let's see what we are doing here. Momoni. Okay, so let's go. Okay, D, very good. So that means Mumuni, Daniel got first, Mumuni second, and AJ third. Very good. So now, to ensure comprehensive coverage of all aspects of the organization, so that everybody is involved. So a cross-functional, let's elaborate. A cross-functional team brings diverse insight and expertise, addressing wide range of security concern. The holistic approach enhances communication and the effectiveness of the ISO 27001 implementation. So that's the first thing. You have to engage everybody. Second, number two, obtain management support. Always remember, they have to support it. They have to support it because sometimes you want to, yeah, exactly. Always appreciate you, always, Prof. Appreciate you as well, Moni. So always remember, you have to also obtain support. You are not on your own. It's not your business. I mean, if it's your business, you have to carry everybody along. Not say, oh, just going to do it by myself. I don't need anybody to support me. You can't do it alone. So you have to obtain management support. Action. Organize a meeting with the executive leadership to discuss the ISO 27001 implementation plan. You have to have a plan. Just remember how we also do with the RMF steps. There's always a system security plan under categorization. So here, you must have a plan in place too. So execution, present the implementation plan, highlight the importance and impact on the business operations. Because when you talk to management, they are not technical. They don't have to agree. They may not agree and say, we don't have the budget for that. And that's why a lot of times you see people, breach everywhere because all these organizations, they believe they don't have the funding for security, but they have the funding for what? For building the system that they will hack in a minute if you don't put security in place. But they don't think like that. So you have to still tell them why is it important, why we have to do it, why they have to put the budget for it. So obtain their support. Second. So now, question to you. What role does executive leadership play in the ISO 27001 implementation process? What are the role of the executive leadership? A, they perform technical assessment. B, they improve strategic directions, resources, and support. C, they manage day-to-day project activities and did the right security policy. Let's see. I see Mumuni. Okay, let's see the answer so I can pick. B, they provide strategic direction, resources, and support. So Mumuni got it this time. Mumuni first, then Daniel, then Mike. Guys are not playing today. Very good. So, elaboration. Executive leadership involves involvement, signals the importance of initiative. They signal the importance of the initiative, helps in what? Securing necessary resources and also ensuring alignment with overall business objective. You have an objective in the organization for that year, okay? And we want to make sure that everything we are doing is in alignment with that. So we have to carry everybody along. Make sure you note everything as we are going over. We're going to sum it up. We have a lot because it's a long process, but we're going to sum everything up at the end. I have quite a bit to do. Hopefully, we're probably going to do it to part 1 and 2 because it's a very long something. A very long one. If we don't finish, they will finish next week. But I want you to get started so we can now wrap everything up. We'll try and finish. Okay, so let's go. Number 3 now. Define scope and objective. Define scope and objective. So clearly define, make sure you are putting it down. That's the only way you can learn as we are going, right? Defining scope and objective. What did I say about 1? What is 1? What is 2? What is 3? Don't forget. So third one is define scope and objective. So A, action now. Clearly define the scope of the ISO 27001 implementation, including the areas, the processes, and the assets to cover. See, area, processes, and asset to cover. So, execution, let's look, document the scope and objective, communicate them to all stakeholders, and align them with the business goals. So, define scope and objective. So, that's the third one. So, my question to you, how does defining scope and objective of ISO 27001 implementation benefit the organization? How does this benefit the organization? A, it allows for unlimited expansion of a project. B, it decreases the business timeline. C, it ensures clarity and focus throughout the implementation process. And D, it eliminates the need for external audits. You see? Give me your answer in the chat. Okay. I think I'm getting, okay, Daniel. Okay, very good. So Daniel said C. Start with Daniel, then EJ, then Mumuni. Very good. So you see, it ensures clarity and focus throughout the implementation process. So elaboration. During the scope and objective, defining the scope and objective during the process when you define it, it helps identify specific area. We're not going to cover all the areas. When you say when you're trying to get the scope of something, you want to see what areas are you covering, what are involved, who are the stakeholders we have defined. We want to know who's involved. We want to know the processes that we have to involve, the assets that we're going to involve. Everything has to be defined, okay, and to be covered, preventing scope creep and ensuring systematic coverage. Because sometimes things will overlap and you don't want to have that kind of situation. And you may even, be this, just go, you might be just going ahead and just doing all the wrong processing, the wrong asset, because nothing is defined. And we waste a lot of resources achieving nothing. So it's all very good to have all this plan ready to go. Nana, welcome. I hope you are doing well today. Good morning, Nana. Yes, very good, guys. So number 4, document responsibilities and reporting structure, right? Responsibility and reporting structure. Action. Create a detailed document outlining the responsibility and reporting structure within the implementation team. So, execution. Share the document with all team members and ensure they understand the roles. So, some people will be in an organization. If you don't tell them what they need to do, they are not proactive. They just sit there. They're not doing anything. Meanwhile, you are the one running around with your, like a chicken with, like somebody that doesn't even know what they're doing, or just exhausted. Instead of you to share responsibility, right? And making sure everybody is accounting for what they are working on. I always tell people, when you're a cybersecurity analyst or lead or working in a group, you are pretty much also like managing that project or analyzing, like a business analyst. If you're a business analyst or you're a manager or whatever, you can do this job if we train you. If I train you, you can do this job very well, because it's just that you now have a niche that you are managing, which is cybersecurity. Same process, the same concept. So it's not something, there's no coding or anything. No, you can do this. You can do this very, very well. Yeah. Also, why is it, my question to you guys, why is it crucial to document the responsibility and reporting structure within the ISO 27001 team? A, to ensure accountability and and effective governance. B, to reduce the number of meetings. C, to simplify the auditing process. And D, to speed up the implementation. I see you guys already put A. So the first person to put A here is Mumuni first, then Daniel. See, Mumuni, Daniel, and Ajayi Adeola. Thank you, guys. You got it. Yeah, so let's go. To ensure accountability and effective governance, elaboration. Clear documentation helps team members understand their roles. Like I said, facilitate effective communication and ensure what tasks are completed as planned, right? So we can know exactly what we're doing, and we plan it, and everybody's gonna be able to go over the plan one by one and provide a framework for monitoring process. So now 5 on we're still talking about governance right now, so we're going to go to risk next. So schedule regular meetings. 5, plan regular meetings with the implementation team and executive leadership. Execution, use these meetings to report progress, address challenges, and make informed decision. Right. So don't forget, the guy, everything I'm teaching you is from the 5 books. Don't forget, it's from our 5 books. It's from my 5-book series. This is the ISO that I pull out. I pull one out and I break it down. Don't forget to get your copy. Okay, people that have gotten the copy, they can tell you. Mumuni, I'm sure you can tell us about how you're enjoying yours. That's why you told me, and come first, tell me that ISO, can you present it to us today? It's from the book. It's from the book. It was the first one to get the book. Mumuni was the first one to get all the 5 books. They're on our website. Okay, if you're interested in it, make sure you get your copy. And if you're on this website today, right, if you want the book, it's this 140 for 5, right? But if you want the book and you are here, I'm going to give a special promo for everybody that is here. Okay, everybody that is here today, if you want that book, it's just for you guys alone. Don't say it. I'm going to give you the 5 book for $100. The 5 book for $100. For people that are here, if you want it, text to my number. I'm going to put my number in the chat. If you text to my number, so that will be your, for coming here every time, right? For coming here every time, that's what it is. So text to my number. What you can do, you can Zelle to my number. You can Zelle the $100 to my number, and you can give me your name and email address, and I'll give you access to it. For just, you get $40 off of the 5 books. Yes. You're welcome. That's your because of 4th of July. That's your, nobody should hear. People be like, what, Prof Temi? No, we got our own. Why are you doing that? See, that's what Mumuni is saying. I love the book. It's beneficial resources to have in your toolkit. See, it was the first one to get it. See, I bought my exact price weeks ago. Yeah, we have sales now. Don't you go to Macy's and Walmart and they have sales, and it's 4th of July sales now. So people that want it, it's only for this class, and it's only for today. After today is gone, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to change the price on the website. I'm only going to do it for you guys that came for 4th of July celebration. Okay, so Zelle, you can Zelle to that number if you want to. So that, and it's just going to be one batch. Yes, you can Zelle to that. You can also cash up to it if you want. That's fine. If you cash up or Zelle to it, you get it. Even the sales that we have online is still the same price. So Zelle or cash up to that number, and then you get a copy. Okay, let's go, guys. So and also mention there that you want the ebook, so that I will give you access to it. Make sure you give your name and phone number as well, and also your email, so I can create your account and give you access. So yeah, so the meeting is very important, guys, right? So we are going to continue. So the reason for that is to maintain momentum, address challenges promptly, and ensure alignment with strategic goal. Elaboration. Regular meetings provide a platform for reporting progress, right? You have to be able to report the progress, right? And discuss issue, making informed decision, and reinforcing executive support, and keeping the team focused on achieving the certification. Very important. So that is the first thing, which is the governance. Now let's go to risk. Always divide, like I said, into governance, risk, and compliance. it will save you a lot of headache. It will save you a lot of headache. So risk. Number one, conduct a risk assessment. Now, work has started. Conduct a risk assessment. A, action. A for action. Identify and assess risk related to information security within the defined scope. When you have the book, right? When you look through the book, just look at, tell me, because we have like 50 scenarios per book, 50 scenarios per book. This is just one scenario now. So when you look at the book, just say me, can we do so and so? Like that's what Momoni said, can we do this they took a screenshot of the book and sent to me. President, let's do this particular one, this ISO one. And I said, okay. And then when I heard, I was up for like 2 hours to put this thing together. Yesterday night, I didn't sleep until like 2 a.m. or 1 a.m. or like 2 a.m. because I put that at 1 a.m. So if you have the book, you have the luxury to text me and say, can we do this particular area? And I will put it together and I will elaborate and I'll bring it. But if you don't have that luxury, so you have 250 scenarios in the books. It's going to really save your life. You see how I break it down there. You're welcome. You're welcome, money. Yeah. And also what I want to do for people that get the books, right? All this thing I'm doing, I'm going to start putting it together and I give them for free. All these things. All these slides, I will start putting it under the book so that they will now use this slide now if they want the slide. All the one that I've done, I probably have like more than 15. I'm going to start putting them under the book so that they will now see those slides for free. They don't have to pay. You don't have to ever pay. Anything I do, I'll put it there. It's yours to have. That's what we do in our big tech community. So if you want, go ahead and do what I said so that we'll be able to give you. So the conduct a risk assessment, like I said, identify and assess risk. You have to identify the risk. It's the risk that you identify that you can assess related to the information security within the defined scope. Execution. Perform a thorough risk assessment, documenting findings, right, and risk level for each identified risk, right? So you have to perform a thorough risk assessment. You may not be the one doing it because we have risk assessors. They will come and assess the risk, right? So that might be the people that will do it, but they have to conduct risk assessment. First thing, okay? Why do we have to conduct risk assessment? Why is conducting a risk assessment critical in ISO 27001 implementation process? Why? Let's go. A, to determine project scope. B, to develop marketing strategies. C, to identify and understand potential security threat and to train employee. Why? So let's go, guys. Okay, so I see some people said C, to identify and understand potential security threat, and some people said A. Okay, let's see. Okay, C, right? C, to identify and understand potential security threats. Right, guys? Very good, excellent, beautiful, guys. Let's see. We have lovely Momoni, of course. And we have Ajayi, Adeola, and we have Daniel. These guys are leading, right? Our leading techies. So, elaboration. A thorough risk assessment provides a clear picture of the organization's current security posture, identify vulnerability, and prioritizing risk based on their impact, forming the basis for developing effective risk treatment plan, right? So we're able to develop what effective, we have to treat all these things. We have to make sure that when we can identify a risk, we know whatever we have to do to see if there's any vulnerability, and we have ways in which we can make sure that we mitigate this risk. We don't want the risk to happen. So that we mitigate the risk, we can transfer the risk, we can, but in this particular situation, it can even be, we want to make sure that we avoid the risk. All those things are important. So what is Nana said true project scope is vague as opposed to security threat. Yes. Okay, guys. So very good. Thank you. So it's very important. Number two, guys. Let's go. Okay, very good. Oladosu Oluwasegun. Okay, I think I saw your text. Anybody that needs something, make sure you send it out so you can get your book right on time. Right on time, guy. Right on time. When I finish and I leave this place, you can forget it. Because I'm not doing for everybody. The price is still the same for people that are not in our community. You that are here now, you are in our community. That's why you are here always. That's why you're always here. You are here to learn. You are here to support, being on the here and all that. So things that I do special things for you because you are my own community. So that is why we're doing this. When we finish and leave this place, it's not for everybody. You know how it is. So the second thing is develop a risk treatment plan. Develop a risk treatment plan. So we already talked about risk assessment. Now, how do we treat those risks now? How do we treat them? Women say, it's only a reflection of their teacher. Prof, you teach us well. Yes, oh, my brother. I have to. So when you go out there, you shine. So develop the treatment plan now. Action. Create a plan to address identify risk, including selecting appropriate controls from the ISO 27001 Annex A. So the controls are the same all over the world. What are the things that you would do to once you know the RMF controls, which are the one in the NIST 800-53 special publication, they don't even use all those controls, just pick from them, right? Access control is number always important. Awareness and training is always important, right? We have the awareness and training, access control. What other controls do you guys know? AU, audit and accountability, right? What else? Configuration management. Okay, risk assessment. So let's continue. Yeah, very good. Put any control that you know there, put it there. Configuration management, put it there, guys. I want to make sure I'm teaching you guys well. You guys have to shine and slap their face and get that job. Not the one that you go there and they be asking questions and be, no. You must incident response. Good. Give it. Incident response. Okay, give it. Mike, incident response. Yeah, audit and accountability, physical security, awareness and training, system configuration, segmentation, contingency planning. Very good, guys. Very good. So it's the same, guys. Once you master these techniques and you understand those things, you can just bring it to any framework, any interview, any control. It doesn't have to be special. No, it's the same thing, guys. So you will be able to just give it to them like that. Okay, so develop and document a risk treatment plan. So let's go. So what factors should be considered when developing a risk treatment plan? What are the things you have to consider? Ernest, welcome. Thank you. Defense in depth. So the in depth is a little different from the one you put. Maybe use the typo. Okay. So A, the severity of identified risk, available resources and compliance requirements, the size of the organization, the number of employees, and the geographical location of the company. What factors should be considered when developing a risk treatment plan? That's the question. So let's see who got it, guys. A. So we have Daniel. Daniel is not playing today. Daniel, you are just giving us back to back. Mike is not playing today. Man, guys, I'm so happy. Nana not playing today as usual, and Momoni is not playing at all. What's going on? Very good. So, A, the severity of identified risk, available resources, and compliance requirement. Elaboration. A well-developed risk treatment plan consider the impact of risk on business operation, regulatory obligation, and the effectiveness of proposed control, balancing risk reduction with practical consideration. See? So we have to have the plan in place. Excellent. So number 3, implement control. Implement control. So we have to implement those controls. Just like you don't just have a plan in place and nothing is done. This is actually the doing now. You're actually doing it. Apply the selected control to mitigate identify risk. We have selected the control. Now we have to apply the control. So implement technical, understand, physical, and what administrative controls such as access control, encryption, security awareness, and training. Okay, give me an example of a technical control, give me an example of a physical control, and give me an example of an administrative control. Guys, let's go. I need technical control. Let me see how far. Guys, let's go. Let's go, guys. Are we talking to me? Are we talking to me? Are we talking to me? I said, give me an example of it. Somebody said administrative. Administrative is what? I need an example of administrative control. He said administrative. Okay. Uh-huh. So Daniel said antivirus. Okay. Because it's set up and it's just going to be doing it. So technical control are control that are executed by software, firmware, or hardware. It's set up. Computer does it themselves. That's what we call it, technical control, right? And physical control are those control that you can touch and feel, that are like the environment protection, building stuff. And so the technical controller, we have multi-factor authentication. That's a technical control, and also can be a compensating control. When you have username and password, if that multi-factor authentication, when you have your PIN and your card, can supplement for that, right? So if the username and password fail, at least this other one will take charge of that, right? Then we have access control. Yes, access control. Yes, that's all pretty much technical. Single sign-on, those are all technical. Firewall, those are all technical. Password, yes, those are technical. Physical control, man trap doors, exactly, Juliet. Very good, guys. Encryption is technical. Administrative policies, God bless you, because it helps us to do like manage. When you say administrative, it's like management to help us to manage the day-to-day policies, procedures. All those things are all management control. Physical control, fence, perimeter security, right? And Evita said physical badge, technical controls, password. Very good. AJ said antivirus. Very good, guys. So you see all these things. Think about it. Every organization needs all these things. So it's not it's not like, oh, we don't need this because we're in a very good building and we have this, that. No, it's defense in depth, diversity of control, diversity of what, of vendors. All these things will help us have very holistic and strong security measure in place. See? Very good, guys. Once you have your book, you'll be able to look at the book and tell me, Professor Temi, let's do this. So we have something that just I can come here and blow it up and elaborate. Just one, if I pick only one scenario, I can do it for 2 hours. Just one scenario. So you see, that we're going to really, really open your eye to many areas. Those books that we have, it's going that you're going to buy. It's going to really help you because we have 5 series. The first series is about data breach, all the data stuff, all the data handling, data breach, data encryption, and protecting antivirus, anti-malware. All those scenarios are all in book 1, right? Book 2, we have things around the things around our frameworks, different frameworks. Book 3, we have our policy and procedure, standard guidelines, all sorts of things. And book 4, we have technical controls. What is control we are mentioning right now? They are all 50 different scenarios on book 4. And book 5, we have emerging technology. All those emerging technology, AI, all those things are there. So it's a lot of stuff that I've made in that book. That book gives me joy. I'm so excited about it. So let's go to number 3. Make sure, don't forget, people that are just joining us, I've said I'm doing a special promo for people that are here only. And after we finish today, it's closed. So if you want the book, we are doing a giveaway price. It's even more than, it's almost more than, how many percentage off now? More than 40% off. So people that are joining, they will suppose I didn't hear, you didn't say it. Now I'm saying it too. So it's only after we close is when I'm doing it, and that's then. So Cash App, Zelle to the number 240-350-6159. That's my number. So that it's $100. It's $140, but we're doing it for $100 off. So we are doing a promo for Happy 4th of July, and it's not the same price on the website. So it's only for our community here that we're doing that for. We're not doing it for everybody. So it's Happy 4th of July. Yeah, Daily, I got your payment. So I got your payment. So I will check after the show, and just Zelle to that number, and I will get in touch with everybody after the show, so that I'll be able to take care of people that are interested. Yeah, very good. So let's go, guys. Yeah, so we're talking about the severity of identify risk, and also where are we? Oh, we're talking about the control, right? Okay, let's see the answer and let's see the question. Thank you, Mike. Why is it essential to implement controls to mitigate identify risk? A, to reduce implementation costs. B, to decrease the need for external audit. C, to increase employee productivity. And D, to comply with regulatory requirements and enhance security. Guys, let's go. So we start with Nana. Nana said D. Eddie said D. Mumuni said D. Okay, let's see. These are first 3 people, man. To comply with regulatory requirements and enhance security is actually D, guys. Good job. Pastor Clement, I see you. Welcome, sir. I hope you are doing well. You're also trying. You are trying. You got the answer, but you are not on the top. Good job. So, elaboration. Implementing control addresses vulnerability, ensuring compliance with ISO 27001 standard, and enhancing the organization overall security posture. Excellent, guys. Beautiful. Number four, review and update risk assessment regularly. Okay, risk assessment must be done regularly. Think about it. What areas do you see risk assessment every single day? Right? What areas do you see risk assessment every single day? Many a times, when you want to get insurance for your car, they will be asking you all these questions. I'll be like, just let me buy this insurance already. Why are you asking me all those things? They have to ask you because that's your risk assessment. See? So also we have to do risk assessment every, regularly, depending on the strategy of the organization, to see exactly what risk can we be in. So that if we have been in risk this year, we should not be in that same risk next year. So every year, and even annually, it can be every 6 months, depending on the organizational strategy, depending on the kind of categorization of that system. So action now: schedule periodic review and update of the risk assessment. Execution: ensure that the risk assessment reflects any changes in the threat landscape or business operation. Very good. Why is it important to review and update risk assessment regularly? Why? To reduce project duration, to ensure the assessment remain relevant and accurate, and to minimize training needs, and to improve customer satisfaction. Let's see. Okay, I'm seeing some B. Mumuni said B, LinkedIn user B, Mike B. Let's see. B. Okay. To ensure the assessments remain relevant and accurate. Regular review, right, and update of risk assessments ensure that they reflect changes in the threat landscape. It's always changing. And business operation, maintaining their relevant accuracy, making sure they are relevant and accurate. Very good. Yeah, Pastor Clement, I see your payment as well, so I can say Oladoshu Shegun and Clement. These are the people I saw their payment. If you are interested, let me know so you will not be left behind. Okay, number 5, monitor risk treatment effectiveness. That's the third, that's the 5th thing on this row. So, and like I said, we were looking at it from the risk, right? Governance, risk, and compliance. We have done governance, we are doing risk now, and compliance is still there. After compliance, we will now do what? We will now elaborate and rate, and we will now talk about the solution. So, like I said, it's gonna be part 1 and 2. So today, when we finish today, next week we'll continue if we can't finish, and then we'll now elaborate. We want to put everything together. So make sure everything we did today, step by step, make sure you write it down, because next week I will ask you. I will ask you, what did we have for under governance, under risk? So when we finish with compliance, we will now elaborate everything if we don't finish. Okay, we are still going. So stay tight, sit tight, have your notepad and pen. Monitor risk treatment effectiveness. Okay, action. Establish metrics and KPIs to monitor the effectiveness of risk treatment measure. Execution. Regularly review these metrics and adjust the risk treatment plan as needed. Okay, so how can the effectiveness of risk treatment measure be monitored? How? Okay, A, by establishing what? Metrics and KPI. B, by conducting annual employee survey. C, by reducing the numbers of meetings, and B, by increasing the budget. Okay, let's go. And don't forget, guys, for my student, don't forget I've said this Saturday, we're gonna start a new project for the new student under my mentoring. I do free mentoring for all my students every Saturday, 2 hours every Saturday, non-stop. So this Saturday we're gonna start a new project. Don't forget Mumuni, and some of you that are out of country, that Mumuni in UK, Carl in Germany, Australia. We have people like Rinze, Bola in Germany, Spain, Victoria in London. You all that here, don't forget, because in Canada, so your time zone, some time zone are not the same, but in Nigeria and Africa and Ghana, don't forget, because we're gonna be doing what? We're gonna start a new project. So we've done one on oil and gas, no, power company, hospital, oh no, power company, university, and bank is what we did before. Right now, we're going to be doing what? We're going to be doing a tech company. We'll do a hospital this time, right? And we're doing, I think, is oil and gas or something like that. You don't want to miss all this healthcare related, you know, the situations everywhere. Manufacturing. We're doing manufacturing. Now that we even have this thing with the motor vehicle, a situation, the CDK that got compromised. We're gonna do motor vehicle or manufacturing, healthcare, and tech company. Those are the three areas we're gonna focus on. So we're gonna be doing this project for the next 6 weeks. So we do it live project. You write all the policy, all the everything, and we'll meet every Saturday for stand-up meetings. So go have status meeting every Saturday as we're going. So we're gonna put everything together. So if you miss it, I don't know what to say, because I don't want to be pulling the team back and forth. The last one we finished, we have 70 something students and that really helped them. A lot of the people got jobs in the area that they actually participated. They got job in those areas. So you want to be up and doing. So let's see the answer so we can round up. Guys, thank you guys. Establishing the KPI is the major thing. So metrics and KPI provide a qualifiable way to monitor the effectiveness of risk treatment measures, enabling timely adjustment to the risk treatment plan. Very good. So compliance, we're going to do compliance next week. I have a whole lot of stuff on compliance too. So we have done governance and risk on the actions. Now we're going to do compliance next week, and we'll elaborate, and then I will give you scenarios so you can now see how it works. I really want you to digest and understand it very well. Love you guys. I thank you for being here. Don't forget to get your book, and don't forget to get your prayer box. The book is on sale, like I said, today. When I finish right now, I will give everybody access. If you send your Zelle or Cash App to the number that I'm giving, I'll be able to help you. Don't forget. Thank you. Love you guys. Happy 4th of July. Stay blessed. See you next week. Same time. Don't let me be reminding you. It's always going to be the same time. Next week, same time, 11 a.m. Eastern time. Sometimes I forget to share. Sometimes I'll forget. So, if I don't share it, that doesn't mean we're not going to do it. So, always remember. Thank you. Love you all. Love you all. Gotta go. Gotta go, guys. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye. It's okay. I hope you have a wonderful day today. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you're interested in the book, don't forget Zelle or Cash App. Or if it's PayPal or any other way you want, reach out. Just text me if you need it. Whatever you need, just text me and I'll help you. If you're interested, text me. Okay?